You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
All right, you got me. Where are we going, smart guy?
Hang on, Caesar, you'll see.
That's a good one.
Is it?
You know I can't see nothing in here.
Patience.
What am I, a doctor?
Very funny. At least try, will you? It's a virtue.
What is?
Patience. It means it doesn't come natural. You have to cultivate it like a garden.
What do you think? I grew on a tree? Don't answer that.
Here we are. This will only take a minute.
It better. I can hardly breathe.
Quiet now, Caesar. We're going inside.
Mommy, did you see that?
See what, dear?
That man with the suitcase. He was talking to himself.
Shh, now, don't stare.
But he was, honest.
Come along, dear.
Hi there, Freddie.
Oh, hello, Mr. West.
Ah, you got a lot of new merchandise.
Every day.
Hey, look at all the TV sets and the watches. Is that a Rolex?
Only a knockoff, I'm afraid. Something I can help you with?
Well, now, the question is, can I help you? And you know, I might be able to do that little thing, seeing as how business is booming.
Looks can be deceiving. What have you got for me today, Mr. West?
Patience, my boy. I'll just be putting my case down, if you don't mind.
Not on the counter, please. It's glass.
Oh, yes, of course.
Hey, take it easy.
Quiet, Caesar.
What say?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Now, where is it? Ah, right here in my pocket. Feast your eyes on this. Did you ever see such a timepiece?
Well, to be honest,
Been in the family for years.
$3.
Surely you're joking.
5 tops.
Oh, now, you might want to put your glasses on. It's got a jeweled movement, a gold case and chain.
Gold-plated.
Well, nonetheless, this is a real antique. You don't see watches like this anymore.
True enough. People wear wristwatches nowadays.
Listen, Freddie, I'm between engagements at the moment. It's strictly temporary. In fact, I have an audition this afternoon, a very important audition.
$5, Mr. West. Take it or leave it.
All right. I'll take it.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't worry, your luck's bound to change.
Sure it is, sure.
Here's your pawn ticket. Don't lose it.
I won't. We'll be back to claim it soon enough.
We?
Yeah, Caesar and me. We're a team, you know. I couldn't do the act without him.
That right.
The watch. Please don't sell it.
I'll do my best. For 30 days at least.
Thank you, kindly.
Mr. West,
Yes?
what about him?
Wait, you don't mean Caesar?
I'll give you $25 for the dummy. With the case. All those stickers on it from all over the world. There are collectors, you know, for that sort of thing.
Oh. Well, thank you just the same, but I'm afraid Caesar's not for sale.
Mr. Jonathan West, ventriloquist, comedian and master manipulator of a dummy, a small splinter with large ideas, very aptly named Caesar, a wooden tyrant with a mind and a voice of his own. Only a few minutes from now, he'll do his best to talk Jonathan West into a brand new act to be performed exclusively in the Twilight Zone.
And now, The Twilight Zone and our story, Caesar and Me, starring Jason Alexander, with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
Hello, Mrs. Kadehi? Any mail for me? Ah, now what was that?
Got you.
Aye, it's you, Susan. Huh, I thought a bee had stung me.
Maybe it did.
This is the last time I'll warn you, child. Stop playing with poison darts.
They're not poison, Agnes. It's only a pea shooter.
Give it to me.
I didn't hurt him.
Good morning, Mrs. Kadehi. No harm done. She missed me.
Now can I go out and play?
Good morning, Mr. West. Off you go.
I'll bet you didn't get a job.
Well, now...
Susan, go out and play.
Yes, ma'am. See you later, Jonathan.
Be gone with you, scat.
Bye now. She's a lovely child you have.
I'm sorry, Mr. West. I don't know what I'm going to do with that girl.
No, I understand, Mrs. Cadet. You certainly have your hands full with the rooming house and all.
That I do.
No mail, I presume?
Not yet.
And, no calls?
None at all.
Well, then, I'll just go on up to my room if you don't mind.
Take him everywhere, do you?
Oh, I try. Wouldn't do to go on an audition without Caesar, now, would it?
I suppose not. Still, he must be awfully heavy.
No. He's light as a feather, he is. My old friend Caesar. He's not heavy. He's my partner. Come along, Caesar. I'll make us a bite to eat. Won't that be lovely?
Oh, Mr. West, if I could have a word with you.
Oh, yes, of course. Just let me take care of Caesar here. I'll be right down. Well, there we are. Back safe and sound. About time. There you go. Watch your legs. Mighty stuffy in there. Is it? You're gonna have to get me some new summer clothes. I'm sweating pine sap. Caesar, you're such a kidder. You are. Relax, why don't you? Better buy some new furniture while you're at it. A guy could get splinters sitting in a chair like this. Where'd you get it? Sing Sing? Ha, that's a good one. Sing Sing. The chair. I think I'll use that in the act. What act? I ain't seen that audience since they invented vaudeville. Here's your slippers. I'll just pull them on for you. Yeah. Ain't you forgetting something? What's that? Oh, no. I didn't forget, Caesar. Here's your copy of Variety so you can keep up with the show business. This is last week's. Is it now? Well, no. You see, the subscription's run out. I've been meaning to renew it. See that you do. Right. I'll fix us some lunch. How's that sound? The least you can do. A guy deserves a little comfort once in a while. Well, that he does. Let's see here. Well, looks like it's soup today. Is that all you got? I'm afraid it's all that's left, Caesar. But don't you worry. We'll get a booking any day now. We'll be headliners, yeah? Just like you and that other guy used to be. Only I won't skip out on you like he did. You better not. All right. No. No, I won't run off with some girlie and leave you sitting in a pawn shop window. No, sir. You can count on me. It's you and me, pal. Forever. You got that right. The soup will hit the spot. Just a light lunch, you know what I mean? My mother used to say, never eat too much when you're hot and tired. Why don't you stop kidding yourself, buddy? How's that, Caesar? Face it. You're finished. Now, why would you go and say a thing like that? Because I can read the handwriting on the wall. You're going nowhere fast. No, but I told you, Caesar, we've got an audition this afternoon. Today's the day. I can feel it. We're going to knock 'em dead. Yeah, bore 'em to death. No. You'll see. Wait till they hear the new material. We'll be going in a few minutes, just as soon as I put on my tie and comb my hair. Wash your face while you're at it. You look like something the cat dragged in. Right. Good idea. That feels much better. Who's that? It's you, Susan. You know, you really ought to knock first.
I don't have to. This is my aunt's house.
Well, just the same.
Show me how to make him talk.
Well, I'd like to, Susan, but we're on our way downtown.
Show me.
Oh, we've got an appointment, a very important appointment. An audition.
Just do it once, Jonathan. The part where he laughs, I want to see what you do with your fingers to make his head move back and forth.
Okay, Susan.
Where are you going?
To the mirror. I have to put on my tie.
But you can't do it from over there.
Sure I can. Just you watch. Caesar, what did the lady say she'd do with you if you misbehaved? She said she was going to slice me up into a Venetian blind. And what did you say? I said, oh, you make me shudder. There. How's that?
I didn't see your lips move.
That's right, you didn't. I'm the best there is.
If you're so good, how come you can't get a job?
All that's about to change, young lady. This very day.
You said that before.
Susan? Susan, where are you?
You better run along.
Susan!
Coming. You won't get the job, I bet.
Oh, now, Susan. Keep that brat out of this room. Don't listen to her, Caesar. You'll see. Today, we're gonna kill him. Now, Mr. Miller?
Anytime.
All right, then.
If you're not ready...
No, we're ready. Okay, Caesar. Quit stalling. Hello, Caesar.
Hiya.
I heard a new one the other day.
That's a surprise.
I wonder if I told it to you.
Is it funny?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Then you didn't.
Oh, hey, Caesar, I think I met your father the other day.
Where?
In a toothpick factory.
Get out of here.
Oh, excuse me, Caesar. It was a chopstick factory. Chopstick factory. Or was it your mother?
I thought you were the straight man.
Well, Caesar, at least I can stand up straight.
I'd like to see you stand up if I stick my mitt in your back.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hurt you.
Just watch what you're doing with those fingers, all right? Don't know where they've been.
Well, let me give you a hand. A hand, you see? He said... Is the microphone on?
It's on.
Would you like me to run through the juvenile delinquent routine? It's very funny, if I do say so.
That'll be all.
But you haven't heard the last part?
No, but I've heard the first part, and it's more than enough. We'll be in touch.
Oh. Okay, Mr. Miller, I'll leave my phone number, if it's all right with you.
Sure thing. Next.
Must have had a fight with his wife this morning.
Or maybe he got a new hearing aid so he could hear your crummy jokes.
Come on, Caesar. We're going home. There. That ought to do it. Clean shirt, tie all pressed. The suit's just about had it, though.
Pardon me for asking a stupid question, but what are you so chipper about?
You'll see. Tomorrow.
Another lousy audition?
Nope. Not this time. I am not talking about a nightclub job.
Well, what in blazes are you talking about?
I've been thinking, Caesar, and I came up with a plan.
Oh, a plan, huh?
You'll see. This one may change our lives.
Okay, surprise me. But I'll bet my bottom dollar that whatever it is, it flops.
Don't you have any faith in me?
Why should I? I know you.
Stick by me one more time. Will you, buddy? Just this once. Things will change, I promise. I swear it. Give me one more chance. Okay?
Okay. Once more. But that's it. You get one last shot. After that, we do things my way. As far as I'm concerned, you're living on borrowed time. You get me, buddy?
Good morning, Mrs. Gaddahi.
Yes, it is. Oh, Mr. West. There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
I know, Mrs. Gaddahi, the rent.
I'm sorry to mention it.
Well, you'll be pleased to know I'll be able to straighten it out this evening.
Oh, that would be very nice.
Yes, indeed. I've made a decision. I'm going to look for a day job.
Really?
Something temporary, you understand, until the show business picks up.
I think that's a splendid idea. In that case, as long as you're in this frame of mind, maybe I can help. I've been saving something for you. Here, take this card.
Card?
My cousin's. He works at an employment office.
You don't say. Active employment agency. If we can't place you, there are no jobs. It's clever. Well, thank you, Mrs. Gaddahi. You're a living doll.
You're welcome, Mr. West. It's not far. You can walk there from here. Just turn right at the first corner, then go 5 or 6 blocks. You can't miss it.
Yes, of course. Well then, I might as well go there right now. Why not? First stop of the day.
You do that. And good luck, Mr. West. I really mean it. The very best of luck to you.
Well, here's an application form.
Thank you, Mr. Smiles.
But we should be able to cut through some of this, seeing as how you're no genie.
Well, I should hope so.
Typing.
How's that?
How many words a minute? I'll fill it in for you.
Well now,
No typing. Well, how about sales?
How do you mean?
Oh, you know, retail, commission, that sort of thing.
To be honest,
Go on.
not really.
I see. Any mechanical aptitudes?
You mean in the sense of machinery?
Exactly.
Appliances, automobiles, and so forth?
Yes.
Well, in that case, Mr. Smiles, no.
Food preparation, perhaps. Restaurant work, service industries.
Not that I can recall.
Mr. West, have you ever held a position of any sort? Ever made any kind of a regular salary at any time in your life, at any time at all? That is, besides show business.
Oh, yes.
Doing what, may I ask?
I once worked in an office.
Well, that's a start.
In an office building, actually.
As?
An elevator operator.
You know, Mr. West, most all buildings today have automatically controlled stop and start systems.
Yeah. True enough.
So there's simply no call for elevator operators nowadays.
No, of course not. There wouldn't be, would there?
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you right at the moment.
I see. Well, thank you. Thank you for your time.
But if you'll leave your name with the receptionist, I'll be in touch.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Jonathan can't find a job. Jonathan can't find a job.
Okay, Susan, that's enough.
The truth hurts, doesn't it?
What do you know about the truth?
You're scared to tell my aunt because you're behind in your rent.
Look, why don't you go outside and play?
Jonathan's broke. Jonathan's broke.
Well?
Well, what?
I see. It's like that, is it? I told you so.
Please, Caesar.
Now what?
I don't know. No matter what I do, it doesn't work out.
What else is new?
If I could just get some money together. Not much. Enough for the rent and some food. Then I'd be able to think clearly without these pressures.
Just a little money for rent and food, huh? Chump change. Is that all you want out of life?
Right now, that'll do.
You're a clod. You're a real potato head.
I try. I'll give it my best.
Your best stinks.
I can't even remember my lines anymore. I shake so bad my lips move.
Tell me something I don't know for a change.
That's it. Caesar, I'll give up. I've had enough.
I'm the one who's had enough. Get that through your thick skull.
You?
Let me spell it out for you. The cold, hard facts.
I think I already know.
This is the way it's gonna be, and what you're gonna do.
Save your breath. I'm a failure.
Will you shut up and listen? There are more ways than one to skin a cat.
Meaning?
You dummy. I'm talking about money. Cash. Moolah. There are other ways to get a hold of it.
I've tried everything.
You have not tried everything. Now dummy up while I lay it out for you.
Where are we now?
In front of the furniture store.
I don't mean that, stupid. I mean, how far are we from the delicatessen?
Not so loud.
Why? Is anybody around?
No.
And follow the plan. You'll remember the plan, don't you?
I don't know about this, Caesar.
Will you cross the street? Tell me when we're in front of our mark.
All right, but please be quiet.
Hey, what's going on?
I lost my footing on the curb. Street lamp is out.
Good. That's a break. Are we on the sidewalk now?
Now we're in front of the deli.
All the lights off inside?
Aye, all off.
Is the coast clear?
Yes, there's no one coming in either direction.
Okay. You know what to do. Stop wasting time. Move already.
Are you sure about this?
Sure, I'm sure. Take the hammer out of your pocket. That's it. Now do it.
You didn't tell me there'd be an alarm.
Get inside before somebody sees you. Move. Now you got it, buddy. Go for the cash register. Ha ha ha! We're in business. Ha 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 ha!
83, 84, 85. There you are, Mrs. Cadehi, all paid up.
Oh, my, isn't it nice to pay one's bills?
The nicest, Mum. The best way to start a grand new morning.
Better count it again, Aunt Jean.
Now, no need for that.
I don't trust him. See if it's real.
Now, Susan, be a good girl and go tidy up your room. Don't be fresh to Mr. West. He made a new start in life, haven't you, Mr. West?
Sure enough. A new start.
Jonathan has a job? I don't believe it.
Oh, pay no attention to her, Mr. West. You know how children are these days.
Yes, I understand. Now, if you've no objection, I'll be going on to my room. I want to get these groceries put away.
Surely. See you later, Mr. West.
No doubt. Can hardly believe it. Nothing but a lousy thief. What a way to make a living.
You couldn't make it any other way.
What's happened to me? What am I?
A no-talent guy who throws his voice.
That's worse than that. A second-rate burglar.
Third-rate.
Starving to death in the only profession I know, paying the bills by robbing a restaurant.
Well, that's showbiz.
Jonathan? Now who's he talking to?
Worse, I guess. It wasn't so bad, considering it was my opening performance.
Before you start taking too many bows, let me straighten you out.
Oh, ease off, will you, Caesar?
Not a chance. You're running out of time. Let me spell it out. You act penny ante because you think penny ante. That's the story of your life. From now on, you're gonna listen to me. We're moving up to the big time.
Big time?
Last night was just for openers. Tell me something. Your dream was always to play the palace, right?
Well, sure.
Okay, buddy. Stick with me. Get ready.
For what?
You're gonna play the palace after all. From now on, you're on top of the bill. Strictly big time.
The way you make it sound, I don't know if I like it.
Oh, you'll like it, all right. You're gonna be a star, buddy boy. Nothing but first class all the way. Top of the world, pal. Top of the world.
Oh, Mrs. Cadehi,
Yes?
I'll be going out now.
What's that?
Just for a few minutes. If I get any calls, take down the number, will you, please?
Surely, Mr. West. Have a pleasant afternoon.
Where are you going, Jonathan?
Out of the way, Susan.
You better be nice to me or I'll tell my aunt.
Tell her what?
Oh, things. I know what you're doing.
You do, huh? And what's that?
I heard you talking in your room.
I wasn't talking to anyone.
Yes, you were. You and Caesar.
Now listen, you little... Susan, please, you know it isn't nice to eavesdrop on people.
Stay away from me.
I'm not going to hurt you. But you shouldn't pry into other people's business. You don't know what you might find.
Like what?
Never you mind. Now, I'm going out to buy the morning paper, and when I get back, maybe I will teach you the art of ventriloquism. That's what you want to know, isn't it? Won't that be fun?
That's what you said before.
But this time, I mean it. You'll see. Now, you be a good girl. I'll be right back.
Susan, is that you?
Yes, Aunt Jean.
Come here and help me.
In a minute. Be right there. He's so dumb. He forgot to lock his door. Doesn't he ever clean this place up? There you are, Caesar. Sitting in that chair like you're real. Well, you're not. You're a dummy. Where'd you get that cigar? Don't you know there's no smoking? I'll get rid of it for you. Look at your little clothes in the closet. Think you're pretty smart, don't you, Mr. Stuck-Up? You better answer me or I'll wreck all your stuff. Come on, say something. I dare you. Uh-oh, here he comes. Well, just you wait. I'll be back. I know you can talk. I heard you. Hello, Jonathan.
Susan.
I gotta go.
Wait a minute. You weren't in my room, were you?
Let go of my arm. You're hurting me.
Why's the door open?
I'll tell my aunt.
Didn't she teach you to stay out of other people's rooms? What were you doing in there?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You little brat, tell me.
Why don't you ask him?
Caesar, what happened? Your cigar, what did she do to you?
Never mind. First things first. Where's my paper?
Here.
Open it for me.
Later. We've got to get out of this place.
Calm down, jerk.
I mean it, Caesar. She knows too much.
Hang on. After tonight's job, we'll be on Easy Street.
I told you, I'm not cut out for this line of work.
Will you cool it? You're eating better, aren't you? You're paying the rent. Where were you before? Nowhere. Now listen to me. This is the big one. The really big show.
This is the last time for me. The end.
Sure. Sure it is, pal. Now, I got it all worked out. Here's what we do.
All clear so far. There's nobody in the club.
And get a move on.
Where?
Like I told you, the front office.
What's that?
Nothing. Probably a mouse. Is that what you are? A mouse?
Caesar, please. I'm doing my best.
And stop shaking. You make me nervous. Keep walking. Backstage, remember?
I got it.
Where are we now?
I think this is the door.
Use the flashlight. What does it say?
Manager?
Bingo! Now hurry up.
I'm trying.
And don't forget, if the night watchman shows up, stay cool. You're looking for Mr. Miller. You were supposed to meet him here. Use the screwdriver, then the ice pick. Nice and slow, like I told you.
Look, suppose I can't open it.
You opened the back door, didn't you?
This is a different kind of lock. I can't, Caesar.
Stop whining. You want to be poor again?
There.
Now go on in. Go!
I don't know a thing about safe cracking, Caesar.
Put your ear to it. Turn the dial till it clicks. Patience, buddy, patience.
I'm not sure.
That's it. Now reverse. Atta boy! Pull the handle and you're in.
Will you look at all that money?
Never mind the coins. Grab the real dough.
All right, all right.
Now let's get out of here.
Hold on. Who's there?
It's just me, Jonathan West, ventriloquist.
Oh?
You remember me?
Can't say as I do.
Mr. Miller told me to meet him here after the club closed, but I guess I missed him. Already gone, has he?
That's right.
Oh, well, then, I'll just be on my way.
Hold on. What's in the case?
This. Wait, you remember Caesar? Don't you? Caesar, say hello to the nice gentleman.
Howdy doody, Your Honor.
Oh, sure. From the other day. The audition. Yeah, Mr. Miller left about 15 minutes ago.
Did he now? Well, I'll give him a call.
I would now like to give you my impression of the great Jimmy Cagney. You dirty rat. Come on, Kappa. You're the guy who killed my brother.
Never mind, Caesar. We won't be holding you up any longer.
Sure thing. Some act you got there, mister.
Ain't you gonna count the money?
That was close. Too close.
What are you doing? You're not going to bed, are you? The night's still got braces on its teeth.
I'd feel a whole lot better if that watchman hadn't shown up.
Stop worrying. I'll cover for you. I'm your alibi.
But if he reports me...
Not you, pal. Us. We're a team. I'm behind you all the way.
Sure, I know. But what if...
Shut up about it already. All right, you want to turn in? Go ahead. Get your rest. You're gonna need it. Tomorrow's a whole new day. We'll be living the high life from here on out.
Here, Susan, eat your breakfast.
Aunt Jean?
Every bit of it.
Aunt Jeannie, can I see the paper?
You can read the funnies later.
Not the funnies, the front page.
Now, what would you want to see that for? Drink your orange juice.
If I do...
No deals. You're a growing girl. What's this? Karaoke club robbed last night. Thieves loot manager's office. Saints preserve us. It's just as well you don't read the paper, child. How are you coming with your eggs? Susan? Susan? Susan, come here this minute.
Hello? Police department? You better come quick. I know who robbed the karaoke club last night.
Eat up, pal.
I'm not hungry.
Not even for steak and eggs? You must be sick. Let me feel your head.
When I think of what it took to buy that steak, it makes me lose my appetite.
You like a roof over your head, don't you?
I'm a thief, plain and simple.
Here we go again.
A man has to live with himself, even if it's in the gutter.
Go on. And you're gonna answer the door?
I knew it. What am I gonna do?
Mr. West!
Relax, buddy boy.
Oh, hello, Mrs.
Mr. West, these two gentlemen, they're from the police. They'd like a word with you.
Why, of course.
Jonathan West?
Yeah, that's me. What can I do for you?
Well, it has to do with...
Thank you, ma'am. We'll handle it.
What seems to be the problem, officers?
We'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Of course.
I'll just be downstairs.
Would you mind waiting a moment, ma'am? You may be of some help.
Glad to. Mr. West is one of my favorite boarders.
Here, Mrs. Kadehi, please sit down. Sorry, I'm a little short of chairs. It's just a room for one. Me and my friend here. But it suits us fine, doesn't it, Caesar? Say hello to the gentleman.
Mr. West, where were you last night about midnight?
Where was I? Well, that's easy. Right here, same as always. Wasn't I, Mrs. Kadehi?
Well, I do know that you don't usually go out in the evening, but I couldn't say for certain.
The sergeant down at the desk received an anonymous phone call. Said we should talk to you.
Why? I never go out that late. We were here all night. Where are we, Caesar?
You didn't go to the karaoke club?
You mean the nightclub?
Because the watchman said he saw you there.
Tell them, Caesar. Tell them.
Who's he talking to? The dummy?
Please, Caesar, tell them. Tell them how we wanted to play the palace.
Mr. West.
You don't believe me? Ask him. Caesar, tell them how we tried to get a job. We had nothing to eat. The rent was overdue, wasn't it, Mrs. Kadehi?
Oh, Mr. West.
Caesar, please tell them so they'll understand what a failure I am. How you tried to help me. I'm not really a thief. Caesar, you're the smart one. I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, tell them.
Stand up, Mr. West. You better come with us.
But Caesar, you said it was the two of us from now on. That's what he said, I swear. He said we were a team.
Come on with us, Mr. West. We need to take you down to the station.
Oh, he's always been such a decent man.
He's a no-good crook, isn't he, Caesar? Come on. You don't have to pretend. I won't tell, I promise. Look at this mess. Who's going to take care of you now, Caesar? Okay, go ahead. Act like you don't hear me. I don't care. You won't even turn your head or blink your eyes. All right, be that way. Just remember, I know you can talk, 'cause I heard you last night.
Psst. Hey, you.
Caesar?
Yeah, you. Come on back, honey.
I knew you talked. I knew it.
And I know you finked on him. Pretty smart. The way you made that call. You're a hip little kid. I like you. Lean down. I want to ask you something.
What?
You like living here with your aunt?
That's a stupid question.
I bet you'd like to run away from this flea trap. Okay. Listen, from now on, it's you and me. We'll go to New York. I'll show you the bright lights. I know where the money is. What do you say?
Well, you are kind of cute.
Don't forget the suitcase.
It's a deal, Caesar. Come on.
Just you and me, kid. The big time. We're a team, see? A team.
An unlikely pair, a little girl and a wooden doll, a lethal dummy carved in the shape of a man. This is just a fantasy, of course, because everybody knows dummies can't talk unless they happen to learn their vocabulary in the Twilight Zone. You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind, a journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are those of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with the field reports. Who wants to go first?
I will, sir.
Proceed. I don't want to spend all eternity on this.
Yes, sir. First up is Angel First Class Scott Cousins. Assignment, Orion. Project, Evening Miracles. Job rating, excellent.
Good man. Real stuff. Next.
I have a report on Angel's second class William Allen. Assignment Beetlejuice, Project Planet Rotation and Weather. Job rating, excellent.
That's his third good rating this month. Recommend him for promotion to first class.
I concur, Chief. Right on down the line. Miracle-wise, he's done tremendous things. First class it shall be.
Moving on. Cranston?
Yes, sir?
Well, how about the occupied planets?
How about them? Oh, I'd say solid results all the way down the line, Chief. With the possible exception.
With the possible exception of what?
Apprentice Angel Harmon Cavender, sir.
What's his assignment?
Earth.
Earth?
It's the dinky one, sir. In the solar system, the third planet from the sun.
Oh, yes, that's the noisy one with all the trouble spots. And so who did you send down there? Cavender?
Yes, sir, I'm afraid so.
You'll forgive me, Cranston, but there's a question of judgment here. The last time you sent Harmon Cavender out on a project, we lost 3 planets, and it took 1,000 years to repair the damage. May I ask why we're still using that man?
He means well, sir, and he's the oldest angel we have. By the laws of seniority, he has first rights to any assignment that'll win him his wings.
It'll be a cold day in the other place when Harmon Cavender wins his wings. The man is an idiot. I hate to do this, but, well, I think it's time for reclassification.
Oh, no. Forgive me, sir, but we haven't had a reclassification of an angel in at least an eon. This will most likely, well, destroy poor Cavender's spirit.
Destroy his spirit, eh? And what has he done to our morale? Not to mention the Miracles Bureau, the solar systems, and the whole concept of natural and unnatural laws. Why, the man is incorrigible. His last project on Earth... Do you recall it?
Well, he was supposed to be working on a magic elixir, which would benefit the people of the planet.
That's right. And after he went missing for 113 years, what did that elixir turn out to be? Gin. 113 years, and there he sat, an apprentice angel with the power of miracles, the prerogatives of a celestial entity, the acquired wisdom of 1 billion eons. And what is his accomplishment? The repeal of prohibition.
With your permission, Chief.
What? What's your recommendation now? That man won't win his wings, no matter the time, the place, the circumstances.
With the Chief's permission, I could assign him to a very minor project. I mean, put him on an individual case, a relatively unimportant one.
Like what?
One of the Class D problems. You know, Chief, as we've done on occasion. Pick out one Earth inhabitant who seems unable to function without some kind of heavenly aid.
Have you someone in mind?
We could find such a person.
Where?
How about that one? Down there.
Orient me. My eyes aren't what they used to be.
Grep, Agnes, age 26. Habitat, New York City. Unable to hold a position, constantly in debt. Accident prone, somewhat discombobulated. Any change there would be a marked improvement.
How right you are. But Apprentice Angel Harmon Cavender? The girl needs help, not more trouble.
We could give it a try, sir.
Well, let's see what he has to say for himself. Summon him at once.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Submitted for your approval the case of one Miss Agnes Grep, whom we are about to meet up close and personal. As you will soon see, she was put on earth with 2 left feet, an overabundance of thumbs, and a propensity for falling down manholes. In a moment, she will be up to her jaw in miracles, wrought by an apprentice angel named Harmon Cavender, who is intent on winning his wings. And though it's a fact that both of them should have stood in bed, they are about to tempt all the fates by moving into some particularly tricky territory known only as the Twilight Zone.
And now, The Twilight Zone and our story, Cavender Is Coming, starring Andrea Evans with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Is this the 3rd Celestial Division?
Yes, sir.
Angel Placement Bureau?
That's correct. Do you have an appointment?
Yes, I'm looking for a Mr. Henry Polk.
Our supervisor. And you are?
Cavender. Harmon Cavender.
Ah, yes. We've been expecting you. Go right in.
Thank you. You called me, Chief?
Ah, there you are. Cavender, I presume?
Nice office you have here. I like the cloud effect. Makes it look like infinite space out there.
It is infinite.
Oh.
Apprentice Angel Cavender, it has come to our attention that you are the only angel in your class not to have won his wings.
Sad but true. Not for want of trying, I can assure you.
It has further come to our attention that you are a clod.
A clod, sir?
Never mind. Before reclassifying you...
Reclassify?
We're going to give you one more chance.
Oh.
Walk over to the edge with me and look down through the cloud cover. What do you see?
Oh, which one?
The one in the theater, with the costume, the usherette, I believe they call them.
Nice-looking girl.
You think so? Good. She's your next project.
Oh, thank you, sir. I especially like the uniform she's wearing. Very military, with epaulets. And what's that on her head? Is that a fez? Haven't seen one of those in ages. Quite a few ages.
You will return to Earth and supply her with aid, assistance, and advice for a period of 24 hours. If you are able to improve her lot in any significant way, we will reopen your case.
You mean there's a possibility of getting my wings?
It would be taken under advisement.
Oh.
Actually, Cavender, there seems to be considerable question about the damage you can do with just arms and legs, not to mention wings or your mouth. However, we've graciously consented to give you one more opportunity. You have 24 hours to see what, if anything, you can do with that clod, that young Earth woman.
Mm-hmm.
Take a good look. She's the one lining up for inspection right now in the lobby.
Who's doing the inspecting?
The theater manager, the short one with the ridiculous little mustache.
All right, girls, positions, please. Ready for inspection before we open the doors.
Excuse me.
End of the line.
Can I get in here?
This is my position.
Pardon me.
Inspection. Left lapel wrinkled.
Sorry, sir.
Lipstick crooked.
I'll fix it.
And you.
Yes, Mr. Stout?
Stand up. No slumping. Eyes straight ahead. Eyes straight, I said.
I'm trying, sir. It's a natural condition. You see, my eyes aren't straight. They're not...
You're the new one.
Yes, Mr. Stout, and I can't tell you how glad I am to have the job, and I work very hard, and this is the first time I've ever been an usherette, and I love the uniform, and...
Miss Grep, is it?
That's right, Agnes Grep. It used to be Grepinski because my father's father was Lithuanian, but when he married my mother...
If you don't mind, Miss Grep. Now then, for the benefit of the new recruits, I will go over very quickly the prescribed positions and order of the day. Pay attention, please, Miss Grep. I will repeat this only once. You will take the spot girl position in the middle of the lobby, ready to give directions such as stairway to your right, aisle 2 straight ahead, and so forth.
Excuse me.
What is it?
What if I have to...
Have to what, Miss Grep?
You know, take a comfort break.
You will wait for your 30-minute lunch period, the same as the other girls. Now then, after you have taken their stubs...
Their what?
Ticket stubs. You collect them. Then the directions you give the patrons will be as follows. Stairway to your right, stairway to your left, aisle 2 straight ahead. Psst. Aisle 3 to your right, balcony and loge upstairs, and... Miss Grep, if you please.
What if I need a drink of water? You know, all those directions and my mouth might go dry. It used to go dry when I had to stand up in front of the class, and sometimes it gets dry even when I...
Then you look my way and make a face. Like this.
Mr. Stout, you look like a fish, doesn't he? Isn't it cute the way he does his mouth like that?
The doors are opening for the first performance of the day. Take your positions. Hup, hup.
Yes, sir. I'll work the candy counter, sir. I'm in the loges. Where's my flashlight?
Spot. Miss Grep, take your spot.
Oh, don't worry about me, sir. I got it covered.
Hello, dear.
Hi.
Can you tell us where to find the best seat?
Give her your ticket first, Gertrude.
Oh, yes, of course. Here you are, dear. About those seats.
Immediate lodging. 3 aisles straight up. I mean, in the balcony.
Pardon?
Well, and I think there's some candy to your right, popcorn, and oh, God knows what else.
Pardon me?
Must have water. That man, ask him, but please.
Oh, Mr. Manager, I think your usher here is having a fit.
Any aisle, any seat, I'll just go.
What do we do with these tickets,
Is there some problem?
No problem.
A regular fit.
Fit?
A conniption.
Oh.
Miss Grep?
Mr. Stout?
Your epaulets.
Oh, Mr. Stout, look at me, please.
Close your mouth at once, Miss Grep. Consider yourself cashiered out. You will never make usherette at Blonsky's Bijou of famous Hollywoodiots. Now, turn in your uniform. Up. Dismissed.
Oh, well, that's showbiz. Just plain fickle, I guess. What's the difference between me and all those women in the movies? Classy, sophisticated. Hey, bus!
You got a bus pass?
Not as such. I wanted to get one, but then I thought if I did, I might lose it, and then I'd be out all that money, so I never got one, and now
Put your quarters in the machine.
Where did you come from?
Don't panic, Miss Grep. Above all, don't panic. If you'll give me just a moment, I can explain.
Who's panicked? I almost missed the bus, that's all.
But you didn't.
No thanks to you.
On the contrary, I know this will come as rather a shock to you, but I happen to be a guardian angel.
Say, when did you get on? I didn't see you. The whole bus was empty, and then...
Indeed. I arranged it that way. As I was saying...
Did you pay?
I don't have to pay. I'm an angel.
Oh, yeah? Where are your wings, then?
That's a long story. In point of fact, I've been given 24 hours to help you out in every way possible. This does not preclude the use of miracles. As I say, I know this is going to shock you, but I happen to be your angel.
Don't worry about it. I daydream a lot myself. Last week, I daydreamed I was an astronaut. I made 111 orbits before Mr. Goldfarb fired me.
Mr. Goldfarb?
He ran the delicatessen where I was working. I took care of the steam table all day long, and that's where I used to do most of my daydreaming.
Wouldn't you at least like to see a little miracle?
Okay, if it makes you feel better. Like what?
Well, for example, instead of a run-of-the-mill bus that everybody uses, how about a nice, flashy, chauffeur-driven convertible?
Wouldn't that be something?
All right, then. Here goes.
Is that it?
Well, I have a way of fouling these things up, but if you'll give me just a second to concentrate.
Wow, Central Park.
Well, at least it's a carriage with a convertible top. Driver, once around the park, if you please.
What is going on here? What happened to my bus?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You don't know how to handle horses, do you? Of course not. A small miscalculation.
A Lincoln Continental, real snazzy.
That's more like it. Driver, take us to, well, the lady's residence. What is the exact address?
I ain't taking nobody nowhere in this here car. I signed on to drive a bus.
Oh, all right.
From here on out, folks, you're on your own. When the supervisor comes to claim the bus, tell him I resigned.
Well, Miss Grepp, what have you got to say now?
Excuse me?
Well, where are you going?
Where do you think? I'm going home. This is my stop.
No, wait! Miss Grepp, please, wait!
Hey, Aggie.
Hi there. How's my favorite little girl today?
Okay.
Been playing?
Yeah.
I'll bet you had fun, huh?
Well, it would be more fun if you could play with me. How come you have to go to work?
Not anymore, I don't. I'll play with you tomorrow, okay? We'll go to the park.
Promise?
You come over and knock on my door in the morning and we'll go, okay?
Okay. See ya, Aggie. Hi, Aggie.
Hey there, Teddy.
You got any candy today?
Have I got candy? Look at this. I brought it all the way from Plonsky's Theater, just for you.
Gee, thanks.
Aggie, can I ask you a question?
Sure, Wanda. What is it?
When you make potato pancakes, is it 3/4 of a cup of flour and a half an onion, or a half a cup of flour and 3/4 of an onion?
I think it depends on how much you're making. I mean, if you make potato pancakes for 4, it's 1 cup of flour, or is it 1 onion? No, wait a minute. No, maybe it's 1 egg and half an onion.
How's the job, Aggie?
Hi, Joe. You mean, how was it?
Oh, Aggie, you didn't go lose another one, did you?
Yep, I went and lost another one, all on my own.
Which one was this again?
Plonsky's Bijou downtown. I flunked close order drill.
Listen to me, don't you worry about it none. You'll get another job, but fast. Nice person like you.
Aggie.
Why, what's the matter, sweetie?
I broke my cookie.
Oh, sweet baby. Aunt Aggie has a cookie for you. Here. You like it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Aggie's gotta go now, but I'll give you another cookie later. Would you like that? Be careful now. Don't drop it.
Don't panic.
Oh, I know. Say, I thought I left you back there.
Perish the thought.
How did you get in my apartment? It was locked.
As I told you, I'll be with you for 24 hours. 23 hours and 31 minutes, to be exact.
Don't you ever give up?
How could I? I'm here to change your life, Miss Grepp. Interesting place you've got here.
I like it.
Oh, I do too. Particularly the stuffed animals and the Cupid dolls. Ooh, been collecting them for some time, haven't you?
If you'll excuse me, I have got to take these shoes off. My feet are killing me.
Let's get down to business, shall we?
What kind of business?
In a case like this, I usually examine the most pressing problems and then formulate a plan to alleviate them.
Me too. Only whenever I make a plan, something always happens. You know, like a fly in the ointment. Is that an expression? Oh, my mother used to say that. Whenever my father made plans, like the time he went into business raising rock Cornish game hens, it was a great plan, let me tell you.
I think the way to attack this employment problem of yours...
Would you like something to drink?
Oh, yes. That is, no, I really shouldn't. As I was saying...
Tea or coffee? You look like a tea man to me. I think I've got some tea bags somewhere.
Don't trouble yourself.
How about a beer?
Oh, no. No. Now, why don't we fix it so that you're independently wealthy and don't even need employment?
Wine?
What kind?
I've got some sherry.
I don't think so. Now, my dear young lady, we are discussing the alteration of your entire future. For the moment, we can dispense with the convivialities and proceed directly to...
Yes?
You wouldn't happen to have any gin, would you, by any chance? Just lying around, going to waste?
Afraid not.
Oh.
Oh, but I could run down to Mrs. Riente's apartment. Her husband makes it. Well, sort of. You see, he starts with, what do you call it, neutral grain spirits, and then he adds these sloe gin berries, and then...
No, thank you. I've had that kind. Manufactured in a bathtub, as I recall. But back to business. First off, you can't live here.
Why not? Something wrong with this place?
Well, not at all, but it wouldn't fit in with your new lifestyle. I happen to know that there is a penthouse available right now at the Savoy Arms.
Where's that?
Park Avenue and 58th.
A penthouse? And how would I pay for it on my salary, even if I had a salary?
My dear, there are all sorts of ways.
Hey, Buster, I am not that kind of girl.
Dear lady, I have no doubt. But please try to grasp the situation. As of this moment, you are independently wealthy.
Now, why would you say a thing like that?
Watch this. Nothing up my sleeve.
Where did that come from?
Look closely. This is an absolutely genuine statement from the New York National Bank, savings account number 66103, in the name of Miss Agnes Grepp.
You think maybe there's another Agnes Grepp?
I seriously doubt it. The total balance in liquid assets is... but perhaps you should read the figure for yourself. I like to use odd numbers, by the way. An aesthetic preference on my part, more pleasing to the eye, don't you agree?
I think you like to use too many zeros, too, don't you?
Perhaps you should sit down. Now, on to social activities.
I go bowling on Thursdays.
Bowling schmoling. That's okay for pin setters, not for a Park Avenue debutante.
Who's a debutante?
Look around. I think you'll get my drift. If I do say so myself, I'm getting pretty good at this.
Look at the way they're all dressed. Tuxes and evening gowns, and me with these ratty clothes.
Oh, oops. There, I hope you like the color.
A perfectly charming party, Agnes, my dear.
And you, ravishing, absolutely ravishing.
Thank you very much, I guess.
Anthony Chumley builds and operates ocean liners. The young lady is Miss Darlene Carruthers Morgan Jones. Her father is president of the bank where your money is.
My dear, you are exquisite, enchanting, delightful.
Hey, don't wear out the hand, okay?
I intend to notify the society editor at the Times that this was the high point of the season. Absolument, the peak. What an image you are. What a dream.
Jacques Lemond, very big in perfume.
Champagne? Martinis?
Over here.
Very good, sir.
Now this is what I call a miracle. Best martinis I ever conjured. The absolute peak.
I better not drink. I get silly when I do. Say all kinds of crazy things.
Come with me. If you think this is something, look in the other room.
Where are we going?
Your boudoir. All yours, my dear. Part of the miracle.
You have got to be kidding me. I've never even seen a round bed before, well, except in the movies. Is that satin on the walls?
Want to try something?
Now you wait a minute.
No. Push the button there, on the wall.
You mean there's a whole nother room full of clothes?
That is your closet.
No. It's bigger in my apartment.
Oh, my darling Agnes, a perfectly stupendous party. I just told Wilfred that nobody in the world can throw a party like Agnes Grepp. You just ask him if I didn't say that. No one in the world, my dear. Wilfred, do you think you've had enough champagne? Wilfred, will you please not?
Well?
Well?
It's a blast, isn't it?
Yeah. Real crazy.
Time to mingle with your constituents, Agnes. Go on, get out there.
If you say so, Mr. Cavender. Guess I can give it a try.
Oh, darling. Agnes, you simply must tell me who designed that dress.
Come over here and meet my friends from the club.
Ah, fabulous party if I do say so. The beverages, too. Absolutely fabulous. What? Oh, yes, the party. A real blast. A humdinger. Cavender, you have outdone yourself. What time is it?
Early, sir.
Where is everybody?
They've all gone home, sir.
Oh, and Miss Grepp, is she...
She's gone on an errand, sir. You're the last one in the penthouse.
Oh, did she say where?
Something very pressing, I should say. Would you care for a continental breakfast, sir? A Bloody Mary?
Agnes! Agnes!
Wait here, driver.
Yeah, miss. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Can I help you?
Hi, Wanda. Guess I was out pretty late last night. How are you this morning?
Fine, miss. Anyone in particular you're looking for?
Just my own bed, good old 13A.
13A's been rented.
It has?
To a nice couple. You a friend of theirs?
Hi, Joe. Gonna get the morning paper, huh?
Yeah, so?
So I just thought I'd say hello.
What's with the fur coat, sister? You slumming?
Joe. Hi, sweetie. Were you waiting for me?
Huh?
Remember? We said we'd go to the park today, you and me. Just as soon as I change this dress and get out of these awful shoes.
Who are you?
It's Aunt Aggie, honey. Don't you...
My mom said not to talk to strangers.
Oh, there you are.
She doesn't know me.
Of course not.
And my apartment, it's been rented.
Naturally.
And my landlady didn't even recognize me. And you know what Joe, my neighbor, said?
Miss Grepp, you can't have your cake and also eat it. That is, somebody's got to pay the fiddler, or something along those lines.
What does that mean?
Well, you know yourself. It's a kind of a give and take thing. Life, I mean. The whole philosophy of living. Well, what on earth did you expect? What do you want from me?
Not much of anything, really. I didn't expect anything except...
What?
Friends, maybe.
Excuse me.
Hey, what do you say, slugger? Aunt Aggie's back, and she got candy for you. She's got...
What's that? That's not a candy bar.
No, honey, it's not a candy bar. It's a bottle of perfume. Costs $100 an ounce. Big deal, huh? You know what? I wish it were a chocolate bar.
Come on, Teddy. Leave the lady alone. Come back up here.
Mrs. Rienti? That's okay. It's me, Aggie.
Come on back for your breakfast. I told you don't bother the lady.
Mrs. Rienti, it's Aggie. Don't let this sable coat throw you.
Driver, take the lady back to the Savoy Arms.
Yes, sir.
No, not the Savoy Arms.
How's that?
No more Park Avenue and 58th. I don't want to go back there. I want to stay here.
Why, I'll never win my wings now. I'll be drummed out. I'll be reclassified. Didn't we have a wonderful time? Don't you have everything you want?
Mr. Cavender, you want to make me the happiest girl in the world? Then knock it off with the Park Avenue penthouse, the sable, the whole bit. I want it the way it was.
The way it was? Unstable, unresolved, and unemployed?
Disconnected, discombobulated, and behind in my rent. But that's for me. That and bowling, babysitting, and potato pancakes. How about it, Mr. Cavender?
All right, Miss Grep, but I think you're making an awful mistake. I tried. God knows I tried. Can you hear me up there? You can't take that away from me.
What do you say, Egg?
Top of the morning, Joe.
Aggie, on this potato pancake stuff, how many eggs?
An even dozen, and I'll be down in a minute.
Hi, Egg.
Hi, Mrs. Rienty. I hope you don't mind. I brought something for the kids.
Hi, Aggie.
Here you go. Here's a chocolate bar for you and some candies for you.
Thanks, Aggie.
No, thank you, you beautiful, gorgeous children. I just wish it was more. Mr. Cavender, can you hear me?
Yes?
Oh, I sure am glad you're here. Because I wanted to say thanks a whole bunch. It was wonderful knowing you.
Wonderful knowing you, Miss Grep. Excuse me, what's that, Chief? Yes, sir. I'll be there right away. Cavender checking in, sir.
I was just looking over the report we received on you. Conduct unbecoming an angel. Gin and tonic consumption. Gin fizz consumption. Gin on the rocks. Extra dry martinis. General inebriation. Need I go on? Cavender, you're a disgrace to the entire service.
I'm sorry, sir. I truly am.
I'm afraid you know what this means.
Reclassification, sir.
At least reclassification.
I know it. I expected it.
I hate to do this, Cavender. I really do. As a matter of fact,
Hey, Chief, look at this.
What?
Why, this is incredible.
It is.
See for yourself, Chief. Come over here.
My eyes aren't so hot lately.
Try, Chief. You can do it.
Where are you pointing?
Lean over the edge.
That planet there, the little blue and green one?
Yeah, check the island of Manhattan, the lower part. She's happy.
She is, isn't she?
She looks at least 6 times happier than when I found her. She's incredibly, deliriously, totally happy.
I don't understand how that could be.
But I tell you she is, sir. See? See what she's doing now?
What is that costume she's wearing?
A bowling shirt, I believe it's called.
Say again?
Bowling, sir. She bowls every Thursday night.
Fascinating. And is she supposed to keep her finger in the ball after it starts rolling down the lane?
Ooh, no, sir. She still hasn't quite got the hang of it. I do hope she didn't hurt herself.
Well, Cavender, it seems I may have been premature in my judgment.
Oh?
After all, your assignment was to make her happy, and that's precisely the way she is now, so... Well, there seems to be very little left to do, except...
Go on, sir. I'm all ears.
I noticed. I think under the circumstances, Cavender, since you've done so very well with this subject...
Yes?
Well, it occurs to me that there are other deserving subjects down there who may require a little angelic assistance from time to time.
Oh, definitely. No doubt.
Each of them could be your personal project, so to speak. How would you like that?
And... my wings, sir?
We'll reopen that issue later on. But for the moment, we'll start a dossier on the people you'll be assigned to. In a strange way, I feel rather sorry for them. Cavender? Cavender, are you listening?
Chapter 1 in the saga of Harmon Cavender, Guardian Angel, proving, among other things, that happiness is relative, that angels have their own problems, and that some people never had it so good, or something along those lines. tonight's excursion into the Never Never Land known as the Twilight Zone.
Mädchen, Mädchen, dich drüben.